So her cousin wasn't living up to the responsibilities or being a maid of honor. Here we go again with wedding problems.
Well, I feel like the whole maid of honor thing, too, like the lackluster maid of honor has been like a running theme here for the past couple months.
Well, this is the wedding season, right? June?
Yeah,
is that right?
yeah,
June-ish,
no, it is.
Right? So she got demoted to bridesmaid, and now she wants your guys' help. If you're listening on how to figure this whole mess out, 1-855-BERT Show.
Hey, Bert Show, I've been contemplating asking for advice for at least a month now. I'm not prone to asking for help. I don't have a lot of strong familial connections. I barely know my sibling, and my parents are definitely not even on speaking terms. I'm looking for unbiased opinions. My fiance and I are in our early 20s. I've talked to my fiance and as many friends or family as I can, and they all seem to tell me to just go with what I think is best. Problem is, I'm torn. Here's the backstory and issue at hand. When I first got engaged, I asked my female cousin, who happens to be the same age as me, to be my maid of honor. I figured, being how we have been really close all my life, that she would be a good fit. However, within the last couple years, things have seemingly gone downhill. Our relationship went from her catching multiple buses to surprise me and spend Christmas with me to not even allowing me 1 hour or less on Christmas Day, after I drove an hour and a half one way just to give her a present. She made the excuse that her boyfriend's mom needed her within the time frame I'd be there. When I asked her the next day, she told me they didn't do anything till after I left. I was a little upset, but I let it go. Then on to the actual planning of my wedding. When that finally was underway, I got nothing from her. No texts, no calls, no plans arranged to help me plan. You know what maid of honors usually do. However, my best friend was doing all of that, making appointments, showing me different designs, asking me tons of questions, and even convincing me to do things I didn't really think I deserved or needed. So unfortunately, I had to demote my cousin to a bridesmaid. I couldn't give her the credit for what my best friend was doing. She was naturally upset about this, but I didn't have any other choice if I wanted to stand by my morality. I still wanted her to be a part of my wedding. However, she kept making excuses. I'll be there if this doesn't happen or if that doesn't happen. I let it go. My new maid of honor was fuming. I went with her to pick out her dress, as one does, and as a bridesmaid does, she was supposed to attend my dress shopping. Just one appointment. I arranged it with everyone, and everyone was set for the original time. However, my maid of honor had to work, so I had to schedule another appointment. My cousin said that she couldn't make the other appointment, so I told her that I would just go to both appointments. That seemed to fix the issues. However, the day before the appointment, I got a message from her telling me that she doesn't have gas money to make it. I offered 3 solutions. See if someone would lend her money. I would give her the money so she can make it. I drive the 90 minutes one way to pick her up so we can go to this appointment together. And to all 3, all I got was, no, it's my responsibility. But it wasn't her responsibility to make sure she can make it. So when I confronted her about choosing to not fulfill her only obligation as a bridesmaid, we came to the conclusion that she will not even be in the bridal party without her giving an explanation. Now, from all of this, I've gotten the blatantly clear message that she doesn't want to be a part of my wedding. So why should I now assume she even wants to attend? I don't want to be disappointed a third time for her when I've already given her so many different chances and I've already moved past it and let go of so many different disrespects. All I've ever wanted from anyone in my life is honesty. If she didn't want to be a bridesmaid or a maid of honor, she could have outright said that, and I would have been 100% fine with it. Sometimes when people say they're going to be 100% fine, they don't really mean that.
Well, or
100% is a lot.
Sometimes you just get so frustrated with a situation, you're like, I hope this person backs out. And if that's the case, then I'll be okay with it because I've already gone through too much stress.
Maybe a little sad, but I wouldn't have held it against her character. For example, her sister straight up told me that she will not be attending because she doesn't get along with the bridesmaid I had to replace my cousin with. I told her I respect her decision and happy that she was honest with me. I asked her sister for her address so I can send her an invite. However, I got the message back from her sister that relayed my cousin's message of, I should just ask her myself. She knows I'm upset with her actions, so why should I be the one to continue to reach out and let go of her disrespect? I also don't want this weighing on me and making me upset at my wedding. But I always pictured that she would be there for me, and I don't want to exclude her when I inviting everyone else. I also know that I won't be invited to her wedding based on these previous events, so that's a factor. Bert Show, what do y'all think? Should I just invite her? Should I confront her a second time and get an explanation and her apology? Or should I just let it go and not invite her? If I'm being honest, I'm leaning towards letting it go and not inviting her, but I'm torn with confronting her. Sincerely, anonymous bride-to-be.
So ideally, what I think is there should be nobody at the wedding in attendance that gives you stress that day. Yeah. If that was possible, like if she looks out and she sees that person and that is even just a little itty-bitty taken away from the day, I think that they're uninvited.
I am shocked that you haven't said what you stand by and the fact that she and her fiance are in their early 20s.
Are they in their early 20s?
They are in their early 20s.
See, if you wait till your 30s, this wouldn't even be a problem right now. No, man,
Yeah.
I just really believe. I mean, I know it's idealistic, but there's been so much stress here that I think you have to have the uncomfortable conversation that you don't want to have and just go give her the choice, you know?
I wouldn't talk to her. I feel like she has made this entire thing about her, and that would be enough for me to not feel bad in whatever I decided to do. But if I'm her, because it's bothering her, I would just send the invite, and whatever happens, happens. I would completely ignore it from there.
And if she shows up to the wedding, you're not going to be upset by that.
Nope.
Okay.
The Bert Show.
So, first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get The Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.